So I started this thing, and I think I'm doing a thing, and I'm most definitely doing a thing where I want to explore shifting others' mindset, right? So hear me out. I want to break the limitations that people put on themselves. And what I mean by that? Well, let's get into it. There's this thing with the limitations that people set upon themselves, right? And it usually doesn't start from them. It starts going down the line of like generations of what people tell them that they can't do or what they can do, and telling them what they can succeed. And honestly, I would really think that it's so much more than life than what people think it is. Because to win anything, you need to shift your mindset. And one thing I would say that people are afraid of doing is shifting their mindset. People are so used to living the low life. And I'm not saying that anything is wrong with the low life, but living in low vibrations, you most definitely are the root to your problems and your cause. So a lot of people tend to be weak, tend to be, let me say, I would most definitely keep weak. I'm gonna say weak. A lot of people tend to be weak in their knees when it comes to elevating. They rather stay where they are comfortable at. They rather stay at their lowest level in life because they feel like this is what's right? But you really can't blame them because that's all they've known their whole life. A lot of people have not been around people that really live the lifestyle or seen the levels that they want to see in life. When you are constantly around people who don't want to grow and who don't want to level up, you tend to stay at the same levels that you are in life. And then you start to question things and you start to wondering like, okay, I want to live this certain life, but for some reason I am not moving. Your feet are planted in a place that you no longer need to be in. So my thing is, to elevate yourself, you need to start moving in another direction so you can get into those rooms that you were never able to get into. So when I'm saying that, you need to shift your mindset. You need to adopt the abundance mindset. You need to understand that you are capable of living the lifestyle that you desire. That whatever you want, whatever you need is going to come to you. A lot of y'all are adopting that you're unable mindset, that you're not allowed to have the greater things, when in reality, the money is supposed to be yours. The blessings are supposed to be yours. The abundant lifestyle is supposed to be yours. When in reality, poverty is not meant for you. It's not, to be honest, it's not meant for nobody. But in life, some people can't help the lifestyles that they were born into, but you also have people who are comfortable and don't want to be uncomfortable to get to where they are meant to be. So you need to get uncomfortable. And 10 times out of 10, you've been uncomfortable in a lifestyle, but you are just afraid of going to other places in life because there are limitations planted on you since you were here. When you had a calling on you, it's like you could either take the red pill or the blue pill. And it's up to you to choose your path. People have to understand, if you want more, you have to get more. And you have to let it receive you. Because you keep settling for the things that you no longer desire in life. Like, why is it that you think that you're not able to have the desirable things like the sunshine and the rainbows when you are able and you are meant to have that abundant lifestyle? You are meant to win. You're going to deal with your little issues a little here and there, but I don't want you to get too comfortable in that mind frame that you give up on everything that you want. And my thing is, you have to pick your struggle. You have to pick your hard. It can either be hard living that lifestyle that you continuously keep living, or you can either choose that hard in that struggle to get to the top. I always explain to people, you have two choices here. Either way it goes, it is hard. You can either have a hard life, stand about them, struggling, crying, going through stuff that you don't need to go through, constantly dealing with people who don't admire you, constantly dealing with people who don't value you, who don't see your purpose. Or you can work on yourself and see it yourself. No matter how hard it is, and you have to understand it's going to be hard to unlearn those behaviors that you were born into, those lifestyles, those perks that were put on you the day you were born. And it's like, y'all talk about how hard it is. How hard it is to start a business, how hard it is to get to the top, how hard it is to become wealthy. But my thing is, I'd rather struggle to get to the top than rather than struggle my whole life and living a lifestyle that I don't desire. I never got the saying when people be like, you're living above your means. That is crazy, because me working overtime is not living above my energy. Watch how I flip that, because you can work all these long hours in days just not to get what you desire. You can only get the bare minimum. It starts from there, because you wonder why you always accept the bare minimum. You're told to go to work or do this and don't get what you want because you can't afford what you want. I can afford to slave you and work you and drain you and take all your energy, but you bet not dare go get land. You bet not dare to afford better food for your family. You bet not dare want to live better, want to sleep better, want to improve your health, want to grow, want to heal. Matter of fact, you barely can afford the things that's good for you. So I'm going to overwork you, take all your energy, and place you at the bottom. And you don't want that anymore. See, my thing is, outgrow the limitations and stop telling yourself. Stop telling yourself that this is living above your means. You're not living above your means. You just want better. You just want to live better. You just want to eat better. You want to sleep better. You want to be able to put your generations after you in a position that they can win. See, it's up to you whether or not you want to break those generational curses, and you can make it easier for the generation after you. The only reason it gets harder for the next person after you, it gets harder for you, it gets harder for them, it gets harder every time, because the person before them chose not to break those generational curses and make it easier. Because the closer you get, the easier it gets for everybody after you. You can either set your generations up for blessings, or you can either set them back 10 steps every time. So it's truly up to you what you want out of life. And I advise that you adapt to the abundant mindset. Because once you adapt the abundant mindset and you realize that you deserve more and that you want more and that you desire more and that you don't feel bad for wanting more, it starts coming to you. Okay? You have to let go that, well, this is it. This is all I can get. Because that was never the case, my love. There was never such thing as a limitation. Like, don't get me wrong, be as humble as possible, but understand that you do deserve more. You deserve the greater things. You deserve the nicer things. You deserve the lifestyle that you want. And don't never let nobody tell you that you don't. Because you don't have to settle for anything, to be honest. It's just going to take work. And the only reason it's hard because you have to do the work, but you can pick your struggle, you can pick your hard, and you can choose which one you want to do. So you can either be, a little wussy and like give up on everything that you ever desire because you think it's too hard to get there, or you could get started today and push yourself to the next level, because you only get one shot at this. You only get one shot at life, and how you live it is really up to you. So when you adopt that abundance mindset, watch how everything changes for you. Realize that you will prosper, that you will grow, that you will build, and that you will get everything that you desire and that you want. But you have to shift your mindset. You have to change the energy that you have. You have to do the work on yourself, or it's going to keep going into a repeating cycle, a karmic cycle, because you refuse to do the work. And that's up to you, what you want out of life. So I hope this video find y'all well. Be safe and love you guys.